is as a cam mechanism. You can see this is a cam and it's a shaft that is that I have done the cam made in SolidWorks. So here is a motion. So let's see. Uh, the shaft is moving as per our cam movement. So basically in this tutorial you are going to learn how to use GameMate in SolidWorks assembly. So let's start our tutorial. Save all. We are going to make three parts. First one is the base, then we will make the shaft and the cam, and then we will assemble them. So let's start from the base or the frame. Top plane sketch, and we are going to use the center rectangle. Make a center rectangle smart dimension. Let's make it of 150 mm, and this one is going to be 75 60 mm. And now next is mm, we are going to make a rectangle, three sides. Let's make it. Okay, and one. Okay, we will mirror it later. Now first of all, let's select this line, press Ctrl and this point, select this line, press Ctrl and the point and use coincident. Okay, now next is smart dimension. This side is going to be only of this one is 60 mm, so we are going to mention it as 100 mm. Escape. Now select this line, press Ctrl and this point and make a relation coincident. Okay, now next is these two are done. Okay, yes, okay, I think I have to increase it by 1 to 5 mm. And now let's see, um from here to here distance is 56.29 mm. Okay, now we are going to flit these two edges, and this is going to be 20 mm. Okay, not the 20, I'm going to put it as 15 mm radius. Now next is trim entities. Let me trim this line, this line and this line. Next is we are going to simply mirror. Here is the mirror, not the move entities. We are going to use mirror entities to mirror. We want to mirror this one, this one, this one, this flat and this line. And mirror about, we are going to mirror about the front plane. And okay, now next is we are going to make circles for the hole from this center point of the plate, 1 2, and similarly one here and one here, and these all are going to be selected. Press Ctrl, click on the circle, press Ctrl this one and this one. Now it's going to be equal. Smart dimension, its dimension should be 15 mm. Okay, it's done. Now we are going to extrude it, this one and this one. It's going to be extrude 10 mm. And okay, Control 7 for isometric view. It's done. Now next is we are going to select this face, sketch, Control 8. We need two rectangles, one and two. Now next is select the center points and the origin, make a relation vertical. Now this line press control and it's equal. Now next is horizontal lines, press control and select these two lines and make a relation equal. Now next is a smart dimension. Its height should be 8.5 mm and the length is 45 mm. 42 mm. Let's make it of 42 mm. And now simply features, control 7 for isometric view, and now we are going to extrude it up to 50 mm. Okay, 45 mm. 45 mm. Okay, one more thing we just left, edit sketch, control 8, the distance between these two rectangles from center to center distance is 25 mm, and from here to region, center point and origin distance is 40 mm. Now next is we are going to simply exit from this sketch, control 7 for isometric view. Now next is we want to flit, select this one, full round flit, select one side, click on here, top, click on this box, now this one, and okay. Now next again flit, first side, top, and here this one, and okay. Now next is select these face or any face of these rectangles, sketch, control 8, we are going to make a hole, not from the here but from the here, it's going to be 20 mm, and from here to here distance is 35 mm. Next is let's make it of 22.5 mm, a little bit more larger. Control 7 for isometric view, and now we are going to features, extrude cut, and you can use any large value or simply through all. It's done. Now next is again select this face, sketch, control 8 for isometric view. Now we need a circle from in the y-axis, that's been vertical from the origin, make a circle. This circle is going to be of 20 mm. From here to the origin distance is 65 mm. Now next is simple, we are going to feature, control 7 for isometric view, and we are going to extrude it up to mm, 35 mm. Okay, flit, we are going to flit the first one here and select this one and this one. Now let's make it of 1 mm or 1.5 mm. Okay, one more thing, chamfer, and this face it's going to be chamfer 3.5 mm. Okay, these all are done. Now one more thing, edit sketch, control 7, control 8, 150 mm, let's increase it to 185 mm, and save it. boss extrude, edit sketch, this distance 50 mm, okay, and okay. Now next is this one is going to be little up, edit sketch 70 mm. Okay, all are done. Control 7. This is done. Now let's save it. Control S, and it's going to be cam animation, and it's our base. Now let's start making the cam. First of all, we are going to make the cam. That's why we need this dimension. That's 20 dia for the hole in the cam. That's 20 Okay, let's start part, and we are going to start in the top plane. Select the circle, in a region make a circle, make a circle line from here to the circle. Okay, now again from this circle to this circle and exit. Now this is coincident, let's delete this. This is coincident, let's delete this. Delete all the relations from here, press delete button, from here delete. Now next is we are going to select the circle, press control this line and make a relation tangent. Tangent. Okay, next is select circle this, press control select this line and make a relation, make tangent. Next is same, select this line, press control select the circle and make the relation tangent. And here also, okay, one more thing, select this point circle and this is coincident. Select this line, press control circle and tangent. Now next is this point and the circle, coincident. Now next is uh, this is coincident, here is not the coincident. Select the point, press control and circle, make the relation coincident. Now next is we have to give the dimensions. So here is dimension. Okay, one more circle for the whole. This is going to be 20 mm. That's why it should be of 50 mm. This is of 20 mm. And escape, select this point and the origin, make a relation. Okay, smart dimension, exit from the smart dimension, press escape, select this point and the origin, make a relation horizontal. Now smart dimension, from origin to origin distance is going to be 60 mm. Okay, it's nearly done. This is 20, let's make it of 18 mm, little bit smaller. And now we are going to trim this one and this one. Features, extrude boss base, and this is going to be extrude up to 10 mm or make it of 8 mm. Okay, now select this face, sketch and convert entities, control 8. Now we need to offset entities, select any of these line, reverse and reverse up to 5 mm and okay. Now control 7 for isometric view, it's going to be extrude up to 5 mm only. Okay, 5 mm is a little bit more, so I'm going to make it of 3 mm height. Okay, This is our cam. Now let's save it. Control S. It's our cam. Now we are going to make the shaft. For the shaft we need this whole dimension. This is of 22.5 mm. So we are going to new right plane sketch. This circle is going to be 22.5 mm. That's the size of our hole, 22.5 mm, and it's going to be at that point I'm going to extrude it up to 50 mm. I will 50, no, it's going to be 150 mm. We will change its dimensions later. Control 7 for isometric view. Now next is here select mm, not this face, select any of the top or the front plane. I'm going to select front plane, sketch, control 8. I'm going to select the line, find the edge. Now it's going a straight line, that's why I'm again coming here, and now I'm moving. Look, it's going to be a semicircle. Find this point and then move horizontally. These two straight lines coinciding. Now click here and make a straight line here, and let's close this one. And now we are going to make smart dimension. This line is going to be only 10 mm. Okay, features, control 7 for isometric view, extrude, and it's going to be mid plane, and in mid plane 3 mm or 5 mm. Okay, 5 mm. And now let's save it. Okay, let's save it. Control S. It's our shaft. Now we are moving to assembly drawing. Let's close it. New assembly drawing. First of all, let's select the base. Before putting it in the drawing area, let's move your cursor to this drop down. Turn this to on. Now just move your cursor to this origin and click here. Now in assembly, insert component, we have two more components, shaft and the cam. Open these two, cam and the shaft. Now mate, we are going to concentric this one and this one. Okay, let's move it here. Now next is this hole and this one. Okay, let's move it upside. Now select this face, control 8, close this. Now you can see if it's moving like this, and this is okay, this side is okay, but it's going to we have to increase the length of this first rectangle that we have made. We'll do it, but first we are going to mate. Now you can turn this to off. Mate, we are going to mate mm, this face and this face, and coincident. Okay, coincident. Now next is we are going to extend its length. Was extrude, edit sketch. It's going to be 230 mm. Let's see what will happen in the assembly. Control 7. Okay, we need to change 50, and now it's going to move to 65 mm, but no more, 70 mm. Okay, that's good. Now the third extrude boss base edit sketch is going to be edit sketch is going to be 85 mm or 90 mm. Not the 9, that's 90 mm. exit sketch. Now press Ctrl S to save it and close it. Yes, I want to change in assembly. Now you can see. Okay, one more thing, this shaft is going to be little bit more high. Let's see, Control 8. It's 2 up, so I can change this whole height. Open part. This hole is here, extrude cut, edit sketch. This is 35 mm, so let's make it of 30 mm. And okay, let's close it. And yes, I want to save and change in assembly. So now this time it's look good. Control 7 for isometric view, or save it first. Control S, yes, assembly. Now the I can say that's the most important step for this tutorial, that is mate, and we are going to use mechanical mates, and here is cap. We are going to use this cap mate. We have two boxes. First one is camp path and second one is camp follower. In camp path you have to select the camp, and in camp follower you have to select this one. Okay, it's done. One or more of the cam entities have a radius less than or of the follower, that of the follower. Okay, follower. Okay, cam has the have a radius less than the follower. Okay, we can change it. Let's see how it's moving. Control 7. Okay, wait a minute, we have to first it will. Okay, let's wait a minute. Right click here and mm, okay, wait a minute, let me try this. Okay, let's delete this. Delete. Now you can take it here and again go to mate, mechanical mate, cam, first one and this one, and okay. Okay, no problem. Close it, and now let's move it. Okay, let's delete this again and select this cam open, and we are going to change this one 18. From 18 we are going to make it of 23. Let's save it. Control S and let's close it. Now try to mate. Basically it's not there, but mechanical mate, cam, this one and this one, and okay, now look, it's working right. Okay, one more thing that I have just seen here. Open part, we just forget to chamfer these holes. I want to chamfer this one, this one, and this one, and it all are going to be 3.5 mm. Okay, no problem. Control S to save it. And now let's change its appearance, and we are going to make it of metal, and in metal it's going to be okay, iron. Appearance is going to be light black, that's grayish color, and let's save it. Okay, change in assembly. This follower is going to be mm, cam is going to be made of steel or chrome, silver, galvanized. Okay, let's make it of steel. Here is going to be yellowish. That's our theme color. That's why I like to use yellow and black. Control S to save it. And one more thing, flick uh, one here and the one in downside. This is going to be 1 mm and okay. Control S, flick again, and I want to select okay this side and this side. 1 mm, yes, 1.5 mm, and Control S to save it. Let's close and yes, change in assembly. Control 7 for isometric view. This is going to be mm, Control 7. Uh, is still, or let's make it of mm, iron, matte iron, and this color is going to be yellow, black, and we can make it of bluish. Let's save it and change it sound. Okay, it's done. Control 7 for isometric view. Now look, it's working. Now let's do some motion study. Just click on this drop down animation. I want to use basic motion, and in basic motion, first of all, settings, basic motion frames, 100 frames per second. Geometry accuracy I want high, and okay. Now next is we have to use the motor. Here is motor, and this motor is going to be put on mm, this cam. Let's first make it as 30 rpms and let's calculate. Look, it's working properly. Okay, we can 16 seconds. Now let's calculate. Now you can see how it's moving. Basically in this tutorial we have learned how to use the how to make a game, and the most important step, how to use CamMate in SolidWorks, that you have you can use it in many mechanisms and many models. Now we can change the motor speed, just edit features, 30 rpms. I'm going to make it of 60 rpms. Let's double this speed. Calculate. This is our cam. Cam is moving continuously. That's our shaft. Shaft is moving. You can see when shaft moves upward and downward, it shows here, from here to here it's moving, from here to here it's moving. So hopefully you have learned many new things in this tutorial, and you understand how to use SolidWorks and how to make cam, shaft, and the base in this mechanism. Hopefully you will subscribe Cat Station, and if you like the tutorial, then press the like button and share to your friends. Thank you. That's all for today.